Do you make good chicken? We're gonna be doing an NFL tier list today. This is me, Micah, Nick.
Alexander. Oh, Nick, yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
We're gonna be doing a tier list. This is the NFL. This is the football.
You might not have heard of the NFL, but this
Yeah,
is
yeah.
the
It's
NFL.
I
They're
know
up
this
and
isn't
coming.
this
It's
isn't
the
XFL.
next big thing.
Yeah, the XFL is kind of taken over recently, but their NFL will be back with a comeback with a
Yeah.
vengeance.
They.
All right, so first we're gonna be doing the Atlanta Falcons. So the Atlanta Falcons are
That's the Arizona.
you
Cardinals.
see if you'll actually notice the Atlanta
Oh.
Falcons here, if their logo, interestingly enough, a cool thing about them is that they're actually shaped like an F, which means we actually do have a tier for them. And so the Baltimore Ravens are up next. So what do you guys think of the Baltimore?
I think
I think
well they got Lamar now.
They
Keep
got
Lamar.
Lamar.
Keeping him
They're keeping him.
Yep.
They're keeping him.
for sure. I say Kirk Cousins tier.
Kirk Cousins too.
I think they can be a playoff team.
they could for sure be a playoff team.
Yeah.
They actually were.
Right.
Um,
But they kind of like were booty in that playoff.
they also did not have Lamar,
Yeah, but yeah,
and they will.
but that,
Guaranteed, they
well,
will.
But that means that their team struggles without Lamar. So
I
there's-
think they'll make a playoff appearance.
They literally had. Actually, they did have Pro Bowl QB Tyler Huntley at the helm.
that's true.
Kirk Cousins,
He
for
is a
sure.
Pro Bowl QB.
We're gonna be skipping this one because
We don't like them.
Yeah,
this is
Charlie's favorite team.
so. This is the Carolina Panthers. This is actually, this is actually, this is actually.
Dude, you
If you'll notice, this is actually Steph Curry's favorite team.
oh wow.
Oh.
Is that Clay?
This is actually not the image I wanted to pull up. Where's the image? Okay. There's a this is the image.
Wow.
This is actually Steph Curry's favorite team.
I didn't know that. Thank
Here
you
he
for
is.
telling me.
Here he is.
He's. I didn't know he was a drummer.
He's pounding. As you, it says there. Um,
So I say for that,
we're gonna let Micah take the wheel on this
Dude,
one.
I think
that's
Kevin
right.
Durant tier just because I like Steph Curry. Kevin Durant tier.
This is actually Kevin Durant's favorite team. We're gonna actually put this in the S tier.
yeah.
So
They
the
play-
next one is the Cubs. They've been really knocking it out of the park in spring train. Oh wait, I forgot. This is actually the Cincinnati Reds logo. This is actually the wrong. If you look up the actual Cincinnati
Cincinnati-o?
Reds, you can actually see
Oh.
Cincinnati Reds. This is actually their logo.
They did.
They lost to the Rangers. Mid.
Because they lost.
Yeah, they do now have DJ Moore, and because they traded the number one overall pick to the Panthers, who now no longer have any draft picks or wide receivers, but they will have CJ Stroud.
That's true.
So
He'll save their franchise.
Don't worry.
Next, Super Cam.
the next one is the Bengals.
That's an A tier team.
You see, I don't like the Bengals. They're probably
Yeah, I
an
don't like them
A-tier
either,
team.
but they are an A tier.
They are an A-tier team probably because they got Joe Burrow. Because they actually have I don't know if you guys have seen the video of Patrick Mahomes' dad after they beat the Bengals in the playoffs when they asked him what he was smoking and he said, "I'm smoking on that Joe Burrow."
You smoking on him?
The next one is
I wonder if it was flavorful.
the Cleveland Browns. That's going to be our next team here. And so they have Bill Cosby, Deshaun Watson as the quarterback right
Right.
now currently, and
Right.
he's actually under the biggest contract in NFL history.
He's the GOAT,
So-
though. He deserves that.
He's
Better
actually
than
the
Tom
GOAT.
Brady. Yeah.
So we're gonna
Future
put.
Hall of Famer.
So they're probably also in Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next is probably the. So the next one is the Dallas Cowboys, and the Dallas Cowboys are. They're not good.
They made a deep playoff run.
Yeah. They went deep, all right.
And they have Dak Prescott as a QB.
They
Yeah.
they're
doing
not
pretty good.
actually
They have Jerry Jones on starting owner.
starting.
Yeah.
He's also manager.
Yeah.
They currently have the best head coach in the league,
Mike.
Mike McCarthy.
Yep.
They have Mike Conley as the head coach, and I think that's pretty good. So we will be putting them in the fart tier.
Okay.
The next one is the Broncos, the Colorado Broncos, and they've been pretty good this past year. They
They've been
actually
balling out with Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson
They
did
won that trade.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson did cook for sure. And I would like to see more from him. So I'm actually very excited. So they are in the Kirk Cousins tier.
Yeah. Russell. That's a nice.
And the Detroit Lions are next. So the Detroit Lions are actually, if you guys haven't seen the actually specifically week 18 of the regular season when they barely beat the Packers, which Lions point to, they are actually, the Lions fans point to, they are actually the best NFL team.
Yeah.
At least that's what I hear.
Right.
So
They
it's
gotta-
probably true.
Yeah.
I think KD would approve.
I think KD would approve of us putting him right here in the 4th and 8 check down tier.
Amen. Jared
The
Goff.
next one is Georgia. So Georgia, they actually won the last national championship.
Yeah,
if
that's
you
an 8-year
remember.
team.
That's actually really good. They've actually won the last 2, and they will be going for a three-peat. So the Georgia Bulldogs will be an A tier. The next one is the Deshaun Watsons, and they've actually
balling
been
out.
pretty good. So they've not actually. They've sucked.
No, they've been balling
They've
out.
been terrible.
Okay.
Davis
disagree.
Mills is kind of attractive though, so we will be putting them in the mid tier.
Dude, that's future Hall of Famer.
He's
Dude,
not.
show some respect on his name, bro.
Can
You
you?
know, dude, show some respect.
This is my podcast.
show some respect.
That James Corden tier is looking a little empty. That's why I think I know what team I want to
Yeah,
put.
we
in
haven't
there. I
put
think-
any teams in the James Corden tier so far, but we will end up doing that. I think by the
Yeah,
time this
yeah.
is over. The next one is
Yeah, especially the
the next
Bills.
one is the Jacksonville Jaguars, and the Jacksonville Jaguars they got so Trevor Lawrence has actually taken a big step up this past season.
It's true. He has.
He
They almost
actually
beat that
started
one team.
playing football, which is interesting. He's looking a lot like Peyton Manning.
Well, first female quarterback to play. It's pretty impressive. So I think just for that, he's Kevin Durant.
He is actually, what is his name? Travis Kelsey? I forgot his name.
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence. He is actually one of the better quarterbacks of our time.
There he is.
And he is
Inspirational.
inspirational.
He's also a TikTok influencer. which
He is also a TikTok. If you'll notice, he actually peaked in 2019. It's been So I gotta say A tier. The next one is this is the Chicago Blackhawks, and the Chicago Blackhawks have actually been one of the worst teams in the NHL for a while.
Yeah, they just got rid of Patrick Kane.
They just got rid of Patrick Mahomes, and so they're not very good.
Yeah, they
Got cut.
he got caught.
He got released
For
due to
Chad.
cap space. They will be drafting CJ
Zach
Stroud.
Wilson.
They will be drafting Anthony Richardson.
Davidson.
And
David.
they will be drafting Pete Davidson. And so I got to say that's a fart tier team.
Yeah.
The next one is going to be the Buffalo Bills. And what else do I have to say?
Right.
Kevin Durant does play for them. So I do have to put them there by default,
Mm-hmm.
which they actually just beat the Mavs the other day.
impressive.
Katie dropped 30.
Wow.
Yeah. 30.
They're-
And 10 rebounds.
Better though.
And like 5 assists.
Yeah, it's a
Better
solid
than
game.
Luca?
Yeah, he better.
You notice anything about this right here? Is that this does this you see where that is?
It's in the fart.
But he's better than KD.
Stinky team.
The
It
next
should be KD or Luca tier instead of KD tier.
now we're bringing Nick back on here. LA Rams next. LA Rams. What do you
LA Rams. What about him?
why do you keep putting that in your mouth and taking it out?
Well, yeah. So
They did win the Super Bowl this season.
Baker.
I think
with
KD
Baker
would be-
Mayfield.
QB1.
Cooper Cup balled out this season. Triple crown. And we got I think Jalen Ramsey wants a trade, so
Dude, and LeBron broke the scoring record for him.
they're gonna get a package for Jalen. I'm talking package.
Big fat old one.
For real. So we're gonna put him on the 4th and 8 check down because their quarterback is basically Kirk Cousins. The Oakland Raiders are next. The Oakland Raiders are one of the better lacrosse teams. They just beat Halifax yesterday. I watched that game because they're our team, our home lacrosse team. And what can I say? Kevin Durant, best team in the league,
Yeah, they
best
got
team in the
Derek Carr.
NLL. They do have Derek Carr also. They have him.
Well, no.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
Cincinnati Dolphins.
Don't worry.
I'm sorry. Okay, sorry. Miami Marlins are up next. So the Heat have been balling. They've been balling. Tua, CTE soon.
When is
I'm
it
thinking-
dropping?
Is it dropping? We've been waiting. The streets have been waiting. We've been
Right.
hearing rumors.
Dude,
That comeback's gonna be insane.
You know, Tom Brady is actually coming back to play for the Marlins this season. Playing for the Canes.
sick.
Playing for the Carolina Hurricanes.
How long do you
I
think
didn't
he's
know
gonna
he
play
knew how to
for?
play baseball.
I didn't know either, but he is coming. So
Better
I
watch
gotta
out.
put the Rays in A tier.
Killer fastball.
Killer fastball, yeah, for sure. Have you seen, dude? Right off the crossbar, most times.
All right, right.
Anytime. Okay.
Right to James Gordon.
This is. Think you're funny? This is the goat. Kirk Cousins is on here. He's the goat. He would never. He would never. He would never do this in a heated playoff moment. For the game, he would not do that, and so he's actually number one on here. I actually love Kirk Cousins. I love Justin Jefferson. They've actually been releasing all their good players so far this offseason.
is
They've
true.
had to. They released Harrison Smith,
Thielen.
Justin
Thielen.
Jefferson.
Thielen. They've not done that. Goat. He's the goat.
Is Randy Moss running it back?
Wearing. Dude, you see what this team did to the Bills?
Dude, I don't think about it.
I was there in person.
That's true.
The next is the Holden Bostons.
They have Tom
And-
Brady, so they're pretty good.
Yeah. They have Cam Newton.
MVP Cam.
So Hunter Frenchie was telling me about this team. He was saying that Mac Jones is going to take a big step up. He was saying that about this past season.
Yeah.
He actually did significantly worse. How do I get rid of that? Anyways, that's not a. Oh, over here. Okay, Dunkaroos. Sorry, Dunkaroos. Sorry. So Jacoby Myers, N'Keal Harry.
They got probably one of the best wide receiver lineups in the league.
Yeah,
Right now.
they have
They got Stevenson.
They have
Ray.
Jonnu Smith,
Yep.
Hunter Henry.
And they got a
Best two
great
tight ends in the
core,
league.
you
They
know?
have a great core. They have Mac Jones at QB, throwing darts, throwing dimes, throwing straight balls. I gotta say, 4th and 8 check down, because actually, can we make a new? This is actually James Corden. This is our first James Corden team of the day. I would say is probably the New England Patriots.
All right, let me talk about this one real quick.
I
think-
think Chargers or the Saints.
The Saints.
Okay, I don't know why we
Because-
skipped the Chargers.
Because they
Why did we
lost
do that?
to
We don't like
Minneapolis and Stephon Diggs during the Miami Miracle, I think.
During the Miami Miracle.
Yeah.
That was actually a miracle at the Meadowlands.
Yeah.
But you're misremembering. You're thinking James Corden for that?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
That's kind of
That's
embarrassing.
respectable.
I actually have
They're
to say that
Kirk
is respectable. The Saints do actually they Kirk Cousins does actually own that franchise. It's
That's
actually
kinda
kind of funny. He's actually beat Drew Brees and the Saints in the playoffs twice. Actually, the first time was not Kirk Cousins, but it was it's Case Keenum, the GOAT. He threw the Minneapolis Miracle. That was actually not Kirk who threw that ball. Yeah, and yeah, Kirk Cousins actually just throws dimes.
Why don't we
Like
go to the
that
New
one
York
right
Football
to the
Giants
defender.
first, actually?
I don't know what you're talking about. Are you talking about the Bears game?
Yes.
Because Justin Jefferson got tripped on the route. What are we doing here?
Actually, I want the New York Football Giants.
The New York football team.
Because of, Ryan DeBall. He
Ryan?
yeah,
It's actually Saquon Barkley is how you pronounce that name.
right.
Saquon.
The ball. He won,
MVP.
You won Offensive Player of the Year this season. Ryan Daboll. Ryan DeBalls.
Dude, he would be a killer blocker.
He
on
would
that
be
day.
great.
I don't know why he just doesn't just hop in.
That's
Just suit
true.
up, you know.
All right. So this is Rashawn Slater. I gotta say,
I really don't have an opinion on that team.
yeah, I don't
I think
I think they technically made the playoffs oh yeah, didn't they play the Jaguars in the playoffs? Didn't they get 4 interceptions in the first half and they were up like 21 points?
yeah.
That was
James Herbert is not doing it. For me.
James Herbert. James Herbert is not doing it. Well, actually, we'll just say that was a fart because that was a fart. That was a fart.
Oh, the New York Football Jets.
This is actually the New York football team. That's actually what they're called. After the tragedy that occurred at the Twin Towers, they've now decided to change the name. So now it's the New York football team. So we have to be respectful. This honestly,
Honestly, I see a mid-tier team because they got a great leader in that
Zach Wilson.
no, not
Aaron Rodgers.
He's the GOAT.
yeah.
Zach
Aaron
Wilson's the
Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is actually now joining the team. He's actually old enough to be the
Well,
MILF.
Richard Sala.
He actually is. He actually is old enough to be the MILF that Zach Wilson indulges in.
That's true.
So that could work out as a good mentor, like
Yep.
for the
Right.
team. Like
Right. Yeah. I mean, when you got a good QB in Zach, great coach in Richard Sala, and then you got
a great
star receivers like Cheerios,
and a great owner
Barrios.
and a great Braxton.
Dude, you got your
Yeah.
star wide receiver. What's his name?
Star. They have Garrett Wilson.
Oh,
They got the Sauce. They have what's their other cornerback? Aaron Rodgers. And
C.J.
then
Mosley.
they have C.J. Mosley at wide receiver, and then they have what's that guy's name who's on the line? Pat Beverly.
Jason Kelsey.
I
Anyways,
don't think we need to say much about this team. Just
Yeah.
put them in the.
Yeah. yes,
No, they won the Super Bowl.
that's true. That is true, but their fans are actually terrible,
That's
and they're
true.
actually terrible to the Vikings. What you'll notice is that actually, what happened is, when they beat the Vikings in the playoffs that one year in the NFC Championship game, they actually tore up all the seats.
Is that true?
Yeah, all the Eagles fans tore up the seats in the Vikings stadium because it's actually statistically proven that people who live in Philadelphia are actually subhuman. Pittsburgh. Seattle Seahawks.
Dude, nah, that's a
Oh.
great team.
Seattle Seahawks, you thinking?
Not, oh, yeah. The Seattle Mariners.
The Seattle Mariners, the Seattle
The Kraken.
Bruins. The Seattle Supersonics are actually one of my favorite NLL teams.
They have Russell Wilson. So they're
They
pretty
have
good.
Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson has been doing balling for them.
They still got. I mean, the Legion of Boom.
the Legion of Boom,
Mhm.
the greatest
Unstoppable.
show on turf
Yep. Welcome to Earth.
with Richard Sherman.
Yep.
Um, They've been killing it actually. They've been doing good. The terrible towel. De Bears, I think is their hashtag. I gotta say,
Who Dey?
A-tier team.
Yeah.
They're great.
Gino's leading that team.
San Francisco.
Dude, they got Trey Lance, bro. He's
They have
been
Trey.
balling.
Trey. They actually won the trade with
Yeah.
the Dolphins, where they gave him like 4 first-round picks to move up to number 3 to grab Trey.
And then they just
Lance.
get Derrick Henry
They got
too,
Trey
from
Lance.
the Panthers.
Yeah, they got Derrick Henry.
They got Derrick Henry from the Panthers.
Crazy.
They've been making some moves. They got
Yeah.
Stephon Diggs. Who else? Draymond Green.
DK.
TK.
They got DK.
They got DK. They got J.A. Morant.
Don't forget the star tight end Travis Kelsey.
They got Connor McDavid.
They got-
They have an all-star lineup.
They have and they got George Little as well.
They have they have Tiny Archibald. They've been balling out. They got a
Pull up a picture on.
dude. Why is my keyboard like brokey? That's okay. You know, my computer's been putting in a lot of work recently. Nathan Archibald. He plays for the Miners.
Oh, no way.
The Kings. Celtic.
Yeah, that's what he was known for. There he
Tiny
is.
Archibald. That's what he's known for.
Big three.
Wow. Big. He was actually part of the big three.
Bill,
with,
Larry, and Nate.
He was actually part of the big three with Chris Bosh and LeBron.
Mm.
So I honestly gotta say that the Denver
San Fran-
Nuggets
yeah.
probably a tier team. They've been good.
Now, the
Mark
Buccaneers. Man,
Buccaneers, Jameis has been balling out 30 touchdowns, 30 ints. You
On
got to keep
fire.
it even, perfectly balanced. As my old friend Thanos once said, that's a good thing. And so, I got to say, honestly, this season, pretty good.
he's been
They won
solid.
the Super Bowl.
Pretty good. They won the Super Bowl this year, so honestly, pretty good. Next one is
Minnesota's sucked recently.
James
Gordon. James
Titans.
Gordon.
You thinking James Corden for
James
them?
Gordon.
I don't know because
James
honestly,
Corden.
they have that rookie. What's his name? They have their star wide receiver AJ Brown. He's been balling out for them on the deep routes. Yeah,
He's a deep threat.
yeah.
Deep-
When he gets deep, I
he
mean,
finishes.
it's over. He finishes. I will say, I would not. He's like one of those players in the league that I would probably consider untradeable. Like you got to build around him. You can't
Yeah.
trade him.
Yeah.
He's really good.
Don't forget their star running back, Marshawn Lynch.
Marshawn Lynch has
He's
been
on
good. LaDainian Tomlinson has been
Oh,
good.
best for last, though.
Anyways, what can we say? The
Washington
Washington, the Redskins. Look at this. Their actual logo, the football team, is literally a W. The Commanders. So
Yeah.
I have to put them there.
Oh,
I have
that's
to
a
put
great
them
way
there.
to think about
It's a
that.
W.
There you go.
It's a W. They actually win. Why are these guys up there? They
won.
suck. And honestly, that's
I feel like that's a
that's
solid.
a good,
tier
that's a
list.
solid tier list.
I mean,
I
the
like this
only
tier list.
the one that was really hard for me, that really was just like poking at me, and I was really hard. It's got to be these Texans, man. Like, I feel like they're building a strong team with
We're gonna end the recording here.
Money
So,
Norris, and
It's been good
It's-
seeing you guys.
he's got so much talent.
I'll see you in the
Underrated.
next one.
I feel like
I'm never bringing this guy on. Micah? Nah. Give me these. Kill yourself. I mean it.